amazing.
All right. So, today, on Saturday, April 25th, we have Team Legion versus JamIT Gaming in Season 7 VTL. And I am Scuba Steve, one of the casters. And then we have Colin, also known as Flicker Wisp.
I'll be the co-caster here.
All right. So,
Both
grab.
Legion players. That looks like an 8-player.
It's going to be added to the lobby if there is one. Okay.
We're currently setting up map picks.
Yep.
And there's nothing more rewarding than making and disbanding parties in StarCraft 2.
It's a thankless job.
Okay, there he is.
If you think this is fun, try changing servers.
I just want to say, try to, when you guys end the stream, try to rate some channels, like a low viewer channel.
Okay.
I think streamers will appreciate that.
Seems likely.
Alright, how do we do? Who picks first? That's the question.
I think that it's predetermined. I might just be talking out of my ass though.
When I'm facing it against a Terran, that's wonderful.
How do you feel about your TBT, therapist? Oh, he's definitely muted. Never mind. I was gonna drum out some questions beforehand, but I guess not.
Yo, if a girl buys you food, right, the least you can do is give her a compliment, right? That's the least you can do, right? Is tell her she's pretty.
So, do you want anything?
No context.
No context. Easiest mute of my life.
Alright, we figured out
so
what we're doing.
starting with Simulacrum.
Alright, we're gonna do WCS Game Heart.
Seems wise. And then it will be loser's pick for maps.
Alright, oh gosh, a TVT.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be crazy. Alright, both players are readied up. We are going in. Oh.
These two
All right,
players
here
are
we go,
10
game one.
MMR away from each other, by the way. Should be a very close game, if that has anything to do with it.
Alright.
Here we go indeed.
Game 1 on Simulacrum. Simulacrum, whatever you want to call it.
It's all the same.
Alright, in the top left, in Simulacrum, we have representing Team Legion, it's Shadow.
And in the bottom right, as the Red Terran from JamIT Gaming, it is T-Town. It doesn't look like either player is opening with a proxy.
So those of you who don't know that are just watching, VTL is a 4 versus 4 team all kill format. You have 2 platinums and 2 diamond players make up in each team, and every player plays it until they lose. So we have our first match coming on here. We have our little TBT going on over here.
It's very important for the platinum players here to win their games, because if they can manage to take on the next opponent and defeat them as well, then they will be knocking out chances of losing to diamond players, so it'll cut away at the better players on the opponent's teams. It's really important for these plat players to try and get consecutive wins here.
Alright, everything's pretty standard so far. Gas first for both sides.
Yeah, these are identical.
Identical even on the production line. Though I do notice that Shadow did not SCV scout. So he doesn't. He's kind of in the dark at the moment of what his opponent's doing. But he is going to take an expansion off this.
So we'll have a slight edge.
And it seems that T-John is going to be taking an expansion as well here when he has the minerals. Oh, there it is.
God damn it, Scuba. It looks like I'm looking at a mirror.
It really does. A red and blue mirror.
Yeah.
On a symmetrical map. Reaper coming out here for Shadow.
There is a difference. We see a reactor and a refinery coming down for Shadow, whereas T-John is saving up his money for what might be a factory.
He does have the money for it. Let's see what he does here.
Yeah, it will be a fact.
Alright, so it is a little further away from the barracks, so I don't think it's going to be used for add-on swapping. So probably start making cyclones or tanks. So Reaper is coming into the main base for Shadow. He's going to poke around to see the natural expansion.
Oh my god, you do not want to lose this Reaper.
Oh, 7 hit points. Just barely
is
getting away.
One shot from death. Meanwhile, factory coming down for Shadow. He is mining gas like there's no tomorrow.
His factory was a little bit late, but he will have a couple extra Marines out to defend these if this Reaper comes poking in. These Reapers.
Absolutely.
And he did wall off the Reaper wall at the south of his base.
Oh, is this really a wall?
Yeah, I believe so. I could be mistaken. I don't really wall it off.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
want
these-
I'm a Protons player. I don't have no wall with T-Bills.
Good trade here for Shadow. Having those extra couple Marines, he was able to shoo away those Reapers. And he is going to send the red Reaper going back home.
Both players have a little bit of a gentleman's agreement here to do basically nothing to each other.
We do have a Hellion coming up here and joining with the Reaper on the side of Tijan. I think he may just be using it for a little bit of map presence, keep an eye, make sure there's nothing coming his way. Or maybe he'll try and go across the map and harass a little.
So he doesn't get out-microed by a Reaper.
Alright. We do have medevac and siege tanks and marines coming out, so I do believe that Tijan may just try and go for a doom drop here.
It does look like he's kind of gearing up for that, seeing as how there's no third CC.
But Shadow does have extra barracks coming down, and he is getting stim pack. A little extra gas, some extra Hellions to maybe put some harassment on. Maybe even catch the Reaper and the Hellion out in the middle of the map.
Yeah, that'd be a great pick-off. Oh, they
They
see
are-
each other, but like ships in the night. There's no engagement. Third coming down for T-Chan. He's taking a little bit of a step back in the game.
Shadow is going to jump in, kill the SCV. Oh no, the Hellions are too close to the tank. He can't win that fight. He's got to get out of there.
And SCV's an SCV, and T-Chan only now starts to continue building it. I knew that wasn't a wall.
It was definitely not. Alright. He is going to pull, Shadow is going to pull the Hellions back to intercept this this Reaper, but he does get a full scout. He sees the extra production and the upgrades on the way. And he will also see that he does have less workers in his base.
Yeah, T-Chan is up quite a few workers just from better macro, but Shadow's upgrades are much faster.
6 worker lead here for Tijan. And he is going to send out the Doom drop.
The wombo
2 tanks,
combo.
8 Marines. I don't think that, unless Shadow can get on top of this, as it lands, oh, he's loading up. He's going to try and move out.
Oh no, he scans the opponent's base.
He's going to send the drop out. But, oh, are they going to see each other? Do they see each other?
They wave from
No!
the medevac windows.
Tijon's going to get in.
This is gonna do massive damage.
Shadow's got to react. Oh, he sees it. He's pulling the boys. He's got to get in there before the
Lightning
tank
speed
siege.
reaction
Oh, he's going to drop one tank.
That's dropped.
Oh, no. He's got to split his forces. In the main base, he gets a tank and 8 Marines out.
There's medevacs on the other side of the map have to do some serious damage to keep Shadow in this game.
Shadow's got to take this engage perfectly and not trickle his units into the siege tank's going to rip them apart.
God,
No.
this is the hero.
Down
Meanwhile,
20 supply
Shadow
now.
getting some massive damage on the other side of the map. He doesn't have the same staying power by not putting any tanks in his army.
Definitely not, but he's going to try his best. The 2 engineering bays are going to go down. Oh no, Shadow's making marauders against the tanks. They are not going to trade well versus the Marines and that extra armor, that extra damage to armor of the siege tank.
Yeah, this is really looking like this game is slipping out of Shadow's fingers. Oh,
These Marines are going to pull
T10
forward. He is going to kill the bio, but he's going to stim in. He's getting it on top of the tank. Oh, he gets the
nukes that
tank.
tank, and then he cleans up the drop. Looks like there's maybe an F2 from Tijan that let Shadow get away with that defense.
Tijan does have more money in the bank though, and he does have a third ready and on its way to the north center of the map.
He's up 14 workers as well. He's got a massive economic lead at the moment.
But he does not have upgrades. He doesn't have combat shields. He doesn't have stim. They're not even on the production tab yet. So yes, he does have the economic advantage, but he does not have an advantage in upgrades.
Yeah, the longer this goes out, this will get better for Tijan, but I totally agree with you. I think the Shadow maybe should try to get some work done here. It's tough because he's just not making tanks. Well, now he is, but he's got nothing, no tanks to be seen on the map at the moment.
He's just going triple factory tank, but before he gets his barracks? Alright, so he's probably just going to get some extra tanks, kind of turtle up a little bit while he builds up. Maybe do some drop harass if he can. He does see the scan, so he is going to step back in his natural, pulling all of his forces.
Smells blood in the water.
See if Shadow has enough. He's got 2 liberators and a handful of bio with stim and combat shields.
These liberators are going to be absolutely crucial to take out those tanks.
He cannot run into the tanks.
Oh no!
Oof,
We need those units.
the Viking.
We're gonna load up.
He needs to unsiege his liberators.
It's the famous saying: you only
Going for the
YOLO
drop
once.
in the main. There is 3 tanks here though. Let's see if he can get all of them. 1
I'd
tank.
love to see his bio ball in between the bases.
2
run
tanks
up the
down.
third. This tank is great. Trading Marines for tanks is always going to be nice. He does get cleaned up in the main though.
Does he have enough? He does get cleaned up, but he's down 30 supply, and he's only on 2 bases.
His macro just isn't at the same caliber as Tijan's, I think.
If he's gonna try and get back into this game, he needs to get a 3rd base right now. But I don't know. Tijan just needs to be able to aid move across the map, and he'll crush Shadow.
Yeah, he's got way more. Not
3rd base, orbital commands. He's adding on extra factories.
Oh my god, this guy loves tanks.
He loves his tanks.
Looks like we're gonna maybe transition to mech just because of how many facts he's throwing on. But
Or maybe more of a biomech style with all the barracks he has. He's not
He's
building
getting his-
add-ons though.
he's getting bio upgrades, but I don't know, it's weird. In any case, they're gonna meet on the middle of the map here. This was actually not so bad for Shadow just because of how split up Tijan's forces are.
Maybe they'll engage this if he can get his tank set up and draw him into a fight.
Oh, come on, just stim onto him.
Shadow is gonna have 1-1 here. So, oh, nope, never mind. I'm sorry. He just built his engineering base. He hasn't started upgrades yet. Tijan is gonna load up and go for a drop here, though.
Guys in their drops, man, I'm telling you. Oh, please see
10.
this. Please see
Does
this.
he see it?
Oh,
He just barely
no.
glimpses it, but I don't know if he was paying attention.
That is heartbreaking that there's no reaction here for him.
Shadow is going to come up and lay siege on the third, but there are tanks here. He does not want to run into those.
Run up, run up, run up.
He's going to use the tanks on the low ground to try and zone out the left side of the choke here. But I don't think he has enough to push on Tijan with all these tanks on the ground. He definitely needs air superiority and he needs liberators.
Tijan F2'd his medevacs back, so his doom drop is heavily delayed right now.
Shadow may have a chance to intercept this.
This might be the move that brings him back in. This is incredible. His production is actually quite good. I think he might have a chance here.
Oh, but this drop in the main, he's gonna drop units on the third. But he needs to split his army because there's a medevac in the main. I don't think he sees it.
Splitting his drops is going to be absolutely savage for Shadow to do.
Oh no, he's attacking. He's attacking
but he loads up and
Marines.
loses the medevac.
Losing
watching the
9
replay?
workers.
My
9
God.
workers. On a stream.
Shadow is trying his best to claw his way into this game. It is amazing how much
Shadow
he is-
loading up a couple medevacs. Probably gonna go try and get some counter damage up in the main. But I do fear that he doesn't have enough. He's down 30 or 40 supply at this point.
Shadow is taking a third base though, so if this keeps up, his economy will be better, but he needs to unload these medevacs. Oh man.
Drop comes in.
Anybody want a 1v1? I'm looking at 1v1.
We're streaming VTL.
Yeah.
This drop is gonna get cleaned up though.
Yeah, Shadow is just falling behind here. He just everything he does is not quite enough to bring himself back into this.
I thought VTL didn't start till 8.
It's live.
It's 8:20, bro.
It's Eastern time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still here. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we're streaming Shadow right now. Right, Shadow is gonna try and push out here, but he doesn't have any medevacs, so his bio needs to get the best engagement possible. But I don't think he has enough. Look at all the tanks coming in, the flank coming from the
Oh
side.
my god, T-Jan's army is just so much more powerful than Shadow's. He's gonna land his Viking, say, "What's up, buddy?" and knock Shadow out of this game with that massive attack. I mean, Shadow's lost everything.
Shadow's on the run. T-Jan smells blood in the water.
This is gonna be lights out.
It's 9 tanks. He's got 9 tanks, 10 tanks incoming. He's got air superiority with Vikings. Stim bio coming in.
I mean, it is hard to
Nope,
be
still
more
not
ahead
stim.
in this game.
He's gonna lay siege to the natural. He forces the third base to lift. A liberator on the ramp though, but it will be shot down by Vikings. GG is called.
GG.
JamIT's T-Jan takes game number 1.
T-Jan is absolutely ruthless when it comes to TVT.
J-Mo, do you want to grab granola bar? J-Mo, granola bar?
Somebody should post this link.
Aircraft to main.
Oop. Okay, so.
What do we have playing next?
Okay, so. T-Jan is up next. T-Jan gets to move on. And our next player is going to be Shar.
Shar gets first map or gets map pick. Is it is he able to choose simulacrum or can he not now that it's been picked?
No, now that it's been picked, he can't.
Gotcha.
Just like an inner tube. Okay, speaking of inner tubing.
Oh, pass. You can pick whatever map.
Just pick one, my guy.
Oh, Shar, I have to move you. Sorry, buddy.
I'm gonna look at Shar.
That's definitely something.
Can we go Golden Wall? It's his highest win rate map.
I don't know. That's up to Shar.
Yeah, see these rocks? Even rocks are cool. You know why? Because if they're this size, it's just.
All right, Shar. Hang on, I'm gonna tell him to message it to all chat. But he said Golden Wall.
Golden Wall.
there's also sand.
Okay.
You know what sand is? Yeah, sand are basically like small rocks.
Char does need to be type it in chat though.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? Bye, Sam. Neat. Oh, what's Lino doing?
T-Gen is not pleased about going up on Golden Wall.
He looks like he's having fun.
Don't hit that.
Okay, so we do have
Looks like he's getting real.
good mod.
Hey, Lino, what are you doing? Lino, what are you doing?
Okay.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Are you having fun in the bush right there? Is this a nice soft bush?
Okay, Tijan and Char.
Bush. Whoa, good boy, Lino. Oh, he's so
T-Gen's ready. Let's see if Char's good.
so much fun to be nice to them. Because if you're nice to them, they're nice to you.
Char's ready.
Alright, let's get going. Loading up Golden Wall LE Game 2. Char versus Tijan. Oh, Zamaru versus Tijan.
Char's a Protoss player. Map is favored for Protoss, I believe, in PvT. Primarily if they end up going for Blink Stalkers, just because of the mobility it gives you over the upper
right.
and lower half of the map.
True. Plus, these mineral walls in the back are pretty... there's a lot you can do because of that little entry there. And just having access to that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. In the bottom left-hand corner, representing JamIT, we have as the blue Terran, it's Tijan.
And in the lower right, as the pink Protoss, it is Legion's very own Char.
Alright, let's see what Char has to,
Oh
gonna
my
go
God, he's
for
got
here.
max packs, this kid.
He's max. The proxy coming out. Char is known for being a little cheesy. He definitely loves getting a little weird.
This is amazing. No wonder he didn't care what map we were on.
Tijan is going to open for have a standard build here, but he does have an SCV scout going across the map. Alright,
Gateway
gateway
comes
coming
down.
down. Now, can you tell me exactly how a max packs works? Oh,
So-
2-gate.
Yeah, this is not the traditional max packs. The way that it usually functions is exactly how we saw up until the second gateway. So we should be seeing gas, cybercore at home, and then just having the first zealot followed by stalkers. But it looks like we're going to go for a 2-gate cannon rush. So we're going to be applying pressure with our first 2 zealots, and the probe's going to be causing some havoc by dropping pylons and cannons.
Okay. Well,
should
Tijan is
be-
going to wall off.
It looks like it's going to be great because T-Gen is going reactor instead of marine next. So
I think
there's
that's a bit
definitely
of a
some
mistake.
opportunities for this, yeah. These cannons and these zealots work kind of in a symbiosis because the zealots will tank for the cannons while they're building, and the cannons will DPS down the wall while the zealots are providing vision. And this bunker's going to be in range of that cannon when it finishes up.
It is. It is going to be a second, though, before he gets those Marines out, so... And the first
Yeah.
zealot is on the way.
He needs to
to
run
get
up
up
this
that
ramp.
map.
Yeah, ASAP. Come on, Char. This guy's so cheesy. I love
Char needs to go. He needs
Yeah,
to go.
waiting
That kid
is
is not doing
terrible.
anything.
He needs to provide vision for his cannons. Now we move up, but I think it's too late. Oh my god, he's gonna break that depot. There's not enough people who are repairing it.
He is going to supply block the Terran. He's going to move in.
god.
He can just go around the bunker.
He's
He's going to go straight for the workers.
He's got to keep rallying upwards. We see the depot come down, but my god, there's 3 zealots versus a million SCVs. I'm pretty sure the zealots win.
He needs to
They
move
are
the zealots up.
goddamn
If they can target down the depot,
Tijan rewalls.
Tijan does pull the boys.
Tijan's already lost 8 workers. He's down 11 supplies.
And he's supply blocked again. Oh, that cannon just barely not in range of the bunker.
Oh, and that
But he
Marine
pulls
gets
it
bad
back.
RNG. Very low health SCV. Come on. You just gotta prevent mining. I'd love to see Tijan just throw down gases. Oh, Shar do that. Meanwhile, Tijan proxied a factory with a tech lab on the other side of the map.
Probably is going to make himself a cyclone. Going to do some counter harass.
Oh no, we gotta pull these workers.
I don't know if he's going to have the chance though. The workers are at risk. Oh,
Down the middle.
Mule's getting targeted.
Oh man, this is brutal. We see an expo out here for Shar, just elongating this lead. There is not a lot that Tijan can do. Char's transitioning now. He's dropped 3 extra gates, a cyber core. I mean, this is looking better and better for Char every second.
Oh, he's getting so many worker kills. He needs to keep target down on workers.
17 workers to 4. And the worker count just keeps
Oh
dropping.
my god.
Legion, man, the cheesiest clan mode. Tijan's got to repair, but every second he's repairing, he's not mining. His income is literally 0. The most income he's getting is out of salvaging bunkers here. I mean,
Tijan refusing to give up. Char is going to pull back. GG is called. Char takes game number 2.
GG.
GG's no GG. Char is such a cheesy player. It's crazy.
That's
I love
amazing.
it. He loves to call me out sometimes. And
I love that we
Scuba,
started
come get
that
me.
cast. We started the cast like, oh yeah, this map is very good for Blink Stalkers. And in the late game, it's really good for Protost's mobility. And then instantly, cannon rush, double gate, just YOLO as hard as you can.
All right. Let's see what we have up next.
Man, I'm not used to how mannered these players are, telling each other to have fun. What is this?
Backward, then you can turn left and right. This is a joystick. This is what you use to control the blade and the tiller in the back. Wow, some cool functions. Ooh, yes.
Currently waiting on their next player.
The key is a very important part. Once we have this, we can put it in and turn it on. Ready? Do you hear that? The engine's purring.
All right. Just waiting on a response from JamIT here. All right. We have blitzed. First diamond player of JamIT. And I do believe it will be his map pick. Who's Ian? Okay. JamIT Ian. Okay.
Stop it.
Now this will be a PvP coming up. And it would not surprise me if Char was able to take this win, just because of how chaotic he plays. In the lower leagues, that can really wreak havoc on the player's organization.
Swallow it. Eat it. Swallow it.
Get ready. Now I'm gonna take you.
All right, so still waiting on a map pick from JamIT here.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a little AFK. All right, Everjam, here we go. Everjam.
This is the shortest rush distance map in the pool, actually.
Is it really?
It is. So I don't mind this for Char. Well, I guess in PvP it's a double-edged sword because, I mean, standard to proxy.
Okay, so we have Ian and Char.
Isn't there? Are they supposed to have a diamond player?
No, it's their second platinum. We just had game 2.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, I had brain lag. My bad. I looked at Blitz's account
PvP.
now. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Oh my gosh, let's see how. I've never seen Char's PvP. I'm curious to see how it'll be.
I'm expecting a cannon rush.
I'm expecting he'll do quite well because oftentimes PvP can get a little, crazy with cannons and everything.
And this is an excellent map for cannons. So Char's ready, and so is Ian. We should be good to go. Oh, they want somebody to be
All
right.
right. Oh,
Just make yourself real quick.
does that mean I have the power of the pause?
Absolutely.
Oh gosh.
This is your responsibility should you choose to accept.
All right, loading up into game 3 here on Everjam. The score is 1-1 here in Season 7 VTL. This is Team Legion versus JamIT Gaming. All right, on the top right, representing Team JamIT with the red Protoss SDVs, we do have Ian.
And in the bottom left, he's cheesy, he's queasy, he's from Legion Gaming. It's Char.
All right, this is interesting. I do not see a probe going across the map for Char.
This is not looking like a cannon rush.
But we do have one going out for Ian.
Ooh, this is either a cannon rush or it's going to be proxy 4-gate.
It is going to be a gateway. Gateway
Maybe
coming
just
down for
a
Char.
early scout? Maybe Ian is just, he saw last game and he's very suspicious of his opponent.
Char probably definitely does not want to play into his opponent's hands in that regard.
Yeah.
Second gateway coming down here for Char. Ian is going to get a scout off on this.
Oh, this is not a good wall because stalkers cannot pass through it.
Uh-oh. Let's hope he goes for Adepts.
Yeah. That'd be pretty awkward if he opens this one.
He is going for a second gas, but it's not saturated. There it is. Oh, just he needs to get his gas saturated.
Yeah, this looks like a depths.
Cyber corner, second gateway coming down here for Ian.
Ian's wall is theoretical at the moment. So if we see Char actually goes for a depths, that is such an early nexus. This guy is crazy. This guy is absolutely crazy.
He is crazy. He's got balls deals. He's going to see the pylon.
He sees the pylon
It
after
forces the
dropping
cancel.
a nexus before any units. This guy's absolutely nutty. I love it.
Ian did see the nexus, and he is going to drop one himself.
Oh my god.
This is definitely not a standard PvP.
Wild. Char is
Sure.
heavily supply blocked right now. He can't make units.
And he is down 6 play. I don't know if he notices. He does notice now. That is gonna hurt him severely.
Yeah, this is gonna be brutal. We're opening single stalker at the forge.
And we have a robo facility coming up on the side of Ian.
Yeah, Ian's 4-gate for Char.
Wonder if he's gonna go for some kind of cannon rush. Would not surprise me.
He's got his forge. His probe makes it across the map.
He's gonna see the natural.
He opened
Oh,
a
if he can
depth.
place down pylons right now, he could probably get cannons.
That's true.
His forge is finished.
There's no way.
Oh, Char's
This guy's-
gonna pull back. He is
This
gonna make a
guy's-
pylon
he's dropping
though.
a pylon. This guy's crazy.
No F's given.
Oh my god. Directly in the path that his opponent will walk.
Farm change. Let's go.
Stalker is making its way across the map. Did it made? Oh no, he's got warp gate. So
Yeah,
now
he's
he's gonna
opening.
start pumping out units.
He's gonna be 4-gating his opponent. With a Nexus behind it.
Man, Char's got balls of steel.
This guy is on another level right now.
But Ian does have his immortal out already when Char hasn't started his. So if he's gonna go, he's got to go sooner. Be very careful and slow on how he pushes this. Oh, Ian is gonna see
Sees
it.
all. He knows all the dirty secrets that Char's been keeping from him.
Your enemy strikes at a pylon.
Zealot is pretty good against immortals. He needs to target him.
Oh, that immortal is gonna shred through everything.
Yeah, these stalkers.
He does see the shield battery about to finish. Does see the shield battery and does back up.
Special thanks to Mountain Creek.
It's amazing.
Trying to get unit outs, but the shield battery's not done yet.
No, Zealots just kill everything.
If the shield battery's gonna finish, and he's warping in more zealots.
Warbin and Zealots is insane. So he's target
Oh my
firing,
goodness.
doing his best. Kills one Zealot. Targets the second one. Another immortal comes out.
Oh no, and more
Off
zealots.
the line. Attack move, attack move, attack move.
He's going straight for the immortal, but I don't think he's gonna get it. He's got a full surround on the
Oh.
zealots. He gets
Got
one
trapped
immortal.
by another immortal.
Oh, does he get both of
No,
them?
wait, he gets both immortals.
Oh, he gets
my
both.
God.
And he's
This
gonna get a
guy's
stalker.
brain. It's the size of the planet.
Oh my gosh, more
no
stalkers
way.
coming in. Shield batteries in position. He's got to pull these stalkers back though. He's gonna lose
Both
to one.
batteries are drained because they have put in overtime for this match.
Charge is finished for Ian, and he does have stalkers here reinforcing.
It looks like he will eventually clean this up, but my god. I don't even know
Into the
what
shield
hell I
battery.
just watched. They're warping in zealots. Oh, one stalker goes down.
One more stalkers.
Zealots out here.
And
Oh,
charge
man, we
is
should-
done.
We gotta drop a gate here so we can get fast warp ins. This is just brutal.
Ah.
The recall goes down. But Char's up 3 workers.
And they're even on supply, and he has more money.
In the words of the great Mexi Stash, was it really worth it though?
He definitely
Ian's
needs to get a
dropping his
warp
dark
person.
zone.
He definitely needs to put a gateway down here on this forward pylon.
Yeah, these slow orbs are really savage. We see Ian's dropping his Dark Shrine, which, as we all know, is incredibly dangerous and wins most games. There's one token stalker that's trapped inside because he can't pass through the wall.
Char is gonna move out.
He's bringing another probe to lead the charge. He says, "Listen here, guys. There are shield batteries out here. I just know it.
The shield batteries to be made.
Yeah, there are shield batteries abound."
Char is currently up 6 supply, and they're even. Only 2,400 resources lost to Ian, and for Char 2,475.
This game is so close right now.
Ian has taken a worker lead once again, though.
Ian is proxying a pylon on the other side of the map. This is going to be a DT warping point where he will try to dismantle Char.
And the Dark Shrine is done. Let's see if he warps in at the pylon.
Oh man, armies collide. Zealots have charge, but who cares? They don't do extra damage anymore. Oh no, this ramp fight is not great.
Oh,
The
my
second
gosh.
immortal is worth its weight
And the
in gold.
DTs are out, though. They're going to go straight for the immortal.
Oh no, Shaw, we were so close. We had it in our fingertips.
This immortal's going to get targeted down.
We see
It
a
will fall.
observer come out for Shar here.
The gateway is going to pop down for Ian over here at the proxy pylon while he cleans up the shield batteries outside his natural.
He's taking a third base right now. This guy's insane.
Go to bed.
Definitely needs to get himself some zealots or something. He needs to spend his money.
Yeah, he is floating like a monster right now. He needs to get units. If he can hang on, this third base will actually be very, very helpful.
If he could just spend his money.
We're getting +1 air attack right now. I could not tell you why.
There's no Stargate on the field, but he's going for it.
This is absolutely insane. I think it's so his observers hit harder.
I don't know. We do have a lot here from Ian. He is double Shar's army supply, and he has DTs, Archon, Sentry, Charge Slots, and Stalkers. Gonna crush through the cannon.
We all thought he was a Picasso, but in reality, he's just hurtling paint around with the rest of us.
I do think this is gonna be GG.
Yeah, unfortunately, Char just doesn't have stuff. The supplies
Oh, he's
are
catching
even.
the Archons though. Oh my gosh, the
Oh
supplies
my
are almost
God.
even. He is gonna target down the cybernetic score.
Are you kidding me right now?
And Char comes out ahead in supply. He is gonna lose a pylon here.
These 3 zealots in the main base are working overtime, but my God.
He's still only down by 7 workers.
Are you kidding me? What the hell?
And he's down 15 army supply. He needs to clean up these zealots. They're gonna kill all of his production.
No such thing. We're running across the map.
Oh my goodness. There's DTs though. He needs an observer with this.
The OBS is on its way with its best friend. Looks like we're killing workers. Meanwhile, zealots in the main base have depowered every single building they can. More things are dying left, right, and center. Ian's supply is tanking. He's lost 17 workers.
Oh my gosh, he goes to fight.
We need to kill these 3 zealots in our base.
He's ahead for army supply and workers.
Pulling home. This is unreal, and he has so much money he can just dump.
He
like
could just
70
recall.
pounds.
He could just recall the units that he needs.
Yeah, recall is on cooldown. No, it's not on cooldown. Sorry, he could totally have recalled things.
No, it's not on recall.
Yeah, I know. He's totally fine. There's double Stargate up.
He needs to kill that zealot.
Zealot.
Pylon's coming down. He still has 1,000 resources.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but those zealots saved Ian.
They did. He needs to drop more pylons in his main though. He doesn't have enough to power all of his structures. But he's got these pylons down at the bottom not doing anything.
What the hell is happening in this game? He's taking a hidden base on the other side of the map. Put some of these pylons in the main base. You don't need them all here.
It's crazy. We do have an army coming across the map though for Ian.
4.
Can Ian defend this? He's got cannons at his third. Oh, Char's not paying attention. He needs to keep an eye on his units. And there's an Archon too.
Oh my God, we're gonna slow warp in because we have no fast warp-ins. 2 of our gates are still unpowered. This is looking pretty disastrous for him. I mean, he needs this base to come out ASAP. This is absolutely ridiculous. We're repowering our gates, getting +2 armor. I mean, okay.
He is going to send the Void Ray across the map, but he needs to make units at home. And he's still slow warping it on the low ground.
I think he just killed him.
He just killed his own zealot. He needs to keep making immortals.
Yeah, he just has to pump units constantly. Back to
Alright, the attack's coming in from Ian. Char's gonna engage, but not all of his army is engaging.
only chunks of it are fighting. You're absolutely right. We're pulling back. We've got our cannon involved now. And my god, are we not attack moving? Come on, just work in zealots. You'll be absolutely okay. Oh no,
It's a
probes
disaster.
are not the natural enemy of zealots and Dark Templar. As fate would have it.
Ian is gonna bust through and completely gut the natural Char. 21 workers going down. GG is called.
Oh
and
my god,
Ian
what was this
takes
game?
game number 3. It was madness.
Damn it, right.
How many bases, he asks.
I mean, I think that, honestly, Char should not be sad about that defeat. He was...
No, he did a lot of crazy stuff that he should have died.
Really pushed Ian onto the ropes. It was insane. Up next is, I think, Gastritis. Is Gast up next?
Yes, I believe so.
Hey, so dude. Yeah, my internet is like fucked.
Man, I forgot which map is which.
Eternal's the orange one. Zen is the one we played 1,000 times today. Nightshad's purple. Purity's garbage.
Oh yeah. All right, let's do Nightshade.
All right, I need Oh, okay, should share in the chat.
Should I move?
Yeah, yeah. You and
Sure.
Caleb can't be here.
Okay.
Good luck, by the way. What map did he pick?
Nightshade.
Nightshade. All right. Alright.
Our first diamond player.
Be back in 1 second.
Looks like Ian is prepped and ready. Gas will be ready in a moment. Gas is a personal friend of mine, and he's a random player, actually. Expecting wonderful things from him. Goob is going to be back in a second to sort out this lobby. Sort out what's what. And should be good to go from there.
Alright.
Ian is asking for 30 seconds before the game starts. You hear Scuba?
Yeah, I literally just came back.
Alright, just wait a second. Ian said he was, he had to leave for a second.
Alright, we are gonna have a random versus Terran.
Isn't Ian Protos?
Alright. Alright, here we go. Launching into Nightshade. This is going to be game 4, I want to say? Yeah, game 4.
Yeah, game 4.
It's going to be a Protoss versus random. Team Legion putting forth their first diamond player. Currently down 2-1 against JamIT at the moment.
It's all good. I practice with Gastritis regularly, and I can tell you right now, he is a force to be reckoned with occasionally. It's going to be a PvP.
Oof. Gastritis is going to announce his Protoss.
Yeah, he is an honorable random. In the upper left is the blue Protoss. It is Legion's very own Gastritis. And in the bottom right is the red Protoss from JamIT. It's Ian.
See, we have an issue with the legitimacy of one of our players, I guess. 15 games played with each race. Oof.
Really?
That's crazy.
He's got like well over 50 games on random this season.
Maybe he's playing on an alt account?
No, this is his main account. He literally only plays random. He's had it for like 5 years. They already in game if you play it, but next week you should make sure he plays recording.
Alright, does look like we are going to have similar openings here.
Jesus Christ, it's Jesus Christ. Low ground wall here for Ian. Yeah, we're going to open Adept here for Gast.
And we do have extra gateways coming up for Ian. Gateway is on the way. Or warp gate. And he is going to go Adepts as well.
Ian's going up to 4 gates. Looks like he's going to be very aggressive.
So we have 2 stalkers coming across, or 2 Adepts coming across the map with 2 stalkers as a follow-up for Gastritis.
Yep.
And we have a Stargate behind this as well. Maybe we're going to go for some Oracle or Voidblade play.
Yeah, I think it's very likely to see an Oracle. I would probably guess Phoenix afterwards. I'm not 100% sure though. I don't know what he likes to follow up on.
Oh, these Adepts could get so much damage.
Oh my god, we're about to see what 90% of PvPs look like, my friends.
3 workers down, 4 workers down, 5. 60 Adept needs to get in here and take care of this.
7. No, don't turn up the gas.
Oh my gosh, he keeps hitting the refinery. Or the assimilator.
9 workers dead. Oh, 10.
10 workers down.
Oh my god, this is heartbreaking for Ian. This is the worst feeling in the world.
Gastritis now double the worker count and taking a natural behind this. He is going to get comfortable and he is going to send an Oracle out. There's only Adepts here, but he does have the shield battery, so...
This shield battery should negate this for the most part, but Ian has a handful of idle probes, so the few workers he does have are not all working. The upper right half of his mineral line is mostly stopped.
That's no good.
This is terrible for Ian. He has less than a quarter of Gastritis' income right now. He really needs to get these guys back to mining. Oof. This is the real crime here.
That's rough. But he does have 2 Adepts and 2 Stalkers pushing across the map.
That's true. His army advantage will be worth very much. You see the Oracle's in position. Oh my god, he has a weird looking apple wings. Oh, the Adepts do get blocked by a pylon. That was the very last minute of Gastritis. You see Stalker warping in here.
But the problem is that Ian Stalkers are not in this fight. So these adepts will go down for basically free, except for some shield energy.
Here comes the Oracle.
Four
Luckily, it's
kills.
mostly targeting idle probes, so Ian will not be unused to this feeling after the Oracle's done fighting.
Ian is going to win the fight at the front. Ian calls GG.
It is.
Gastritis takes game number 4.
And a classic PvP. An absolute thrashing.
Man, the second week in a row we've had win-loss essentially.
Yeah, damn,
Very well
those
back and
games.
forth. Alright. Man, that was crazy. Those adepts just popping in.
Bro, I can't tell you how many games I've lost to that sort of thing. It is the bane of every Protoss player's existence.
Yeah, his account shows he has like 50 workers with each race.
Yeah, he's max level on each of them. And if you look at his race report, he's played almost 50 games with every single one of them. Some of these guys more.
Alright. Our first Diamond 2 fielded by JamIT is going to be Ray. Diamond 2 Protoss. Got a lot of Protosses.
Yeah, man, this is the gauntlet of Protoss players here. That was Nightshade, right?
Yeah.
Did you like that? I got you, man. Me and my fucking copy pasted what we had left.
Oh, right, Eternal Empire. Okay, whoops.
Gastritis just said, oh shit, he has notes.
That me too? Sweet. Thank you. Okay.
Who are we waiting on? We're going to Ian's
Ian.
AFK. I think Gas is going to be our guy, if I'm being honest with you.
Okay, so...
Everyone's hitting F to pay respects for Ian.
Okay.
You gotta swap yourself. Okay,
Thank
I wasn't sure what we were doing. Alright, players are saying go go.
you, sorry. I haven't had an edible in a hot minute. I'm fucking stupid today.
I got you, man. Well, I'm your co-admin.
Thank you so much for watching.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, in the top right, representing CT6?
Isn't he supposed to have the... Okay, whatever. Pink Protoss Ray.
Yeah, Protoss, sorry. Pink Protoss player representing Team JamIT. It is CT6.
And the bottom left is the blue Terran. It is Team Legion's gastritis.
Alright. Gastritis is going to be opening up, playing Terran. Nice little standard opening here. Going to go for Barracks first, then Refinery behind it. Looking pretty standard.
Double gas here for Ray.
Oh boy.
Looks like we're gonna get some one base action here for Ray. He is on double gas. Looks like he's gonna proxy what seems to be maybe a Stargate on account of his gas counts. And the second pylon going from the main base. Gas is doing some normal one racks expo business. Nothing too extraordinary. See a bunker coming down for him as the Reaper finishes up. Adept coming out here first for Ray, as well as Warpgate. And looks like he's proxying a Twilight Council. Okay, looks like maybe DTs, if I had to guess. Or possibly a Glaive Adept all in. But I would definitely assume it's DTs just based on him trying to hide it so aggressively. Still no expo here for Ray. Gast has to be scratching his head thinking to himself, I'm about to get cheesed by this goddamn Protoss player, but it is what it is. Sees a lack of tech in the main base. This should signal off that he is in fact getting proxied. He's got a reactor coming up here, and there's the Dark Shrine coming down as well as charge. So supposedly charge lot DT, maybe charge lot blink DT if we're lucky.
If we're lucky, we'll see. And stay out, a little banter from Ray.
As the Reaper gets shooed away. This Marine is checking around for proxies. He has no Q chance to check. Meanwhile, Starport coming down here for Gast, along with double Marine production. Now this will be a little bit of a test on how bad Gast's macro is to see if he doesn't mule. Oh, this Reaper's about to spot the proxy. Sees it. He sees everything. All the skeletons in Ray's closet.
Oh my gosh. He sees the Dark Shrine. Bruh. Charge and Dark Shrine though. I don't think he's gonna have enough for DTs.
He can afford one DT, maybe two by the time the Dark Shrine finishes. But with the help of our handy dandy scan. Oh no. Gast, get him out of there!
Get the fuck out of here!
Templar Archives going down at home, as well as the second base for Ray.
Oh no, he's got one scan. He needs to get that turret.
He just dropped mules.
Oh, we still have scan.
Oh, walk on. Oh my god, you have to be kidding me. He's got turrets in his base and his natural though. He should be fine. As well as the second scan. There it is. Ray's got to be saying to himself, these goddamn Terran players and terrible macro zones.
He is going to run this Adept in, and he's going to lose it for free.
Oh no, this game is falling apart for Ray.
He's currently down 7 workers. Income difference is phenomenal.
Gas seems like he's saving up for scans before he goes out to clear the proxy. He's a little low on units at the moment, and he's heavily supply blocked. See coming down though. I don't love this position for Ray. We're dropping gases left and right.
I don't either. He's probably going to come and target on the pylon with that cyclone.
He's not paying attention. He's just hitting the... Oh, seconds are so good. Now he realizes and turns.
There it is.
Now it's actually quite important to clean up this tech because obviously the Dark Shrine will stop his opponent from making GTs, and the Twilight Council will stop him from progressing past +1/+1 upgrades.
Plus, he is also going to lose one gateway for that pylon.
Yeah, this is a
He's down to
serious
2
blow.
gates. He's got an Archon, 1 High Templar. I mean, he could get another Dark Templar and fuse with the High Templar and make another Archon.
Maybe, but I mean, at this point, Gas has his Raven, he's powering up his barracks. I think that the Dark Templar phase of this game is well over. +1 attack coming up for Ray. We're looking maybe to an Archon Charplot all in and hoping for the best. I think these tanks are just going to absolutely shred it though, if I'm being honest.
2 tanks, Raven.
I think Ray is a little bit tilted. He's talking about how good Gas
I
teams
can't
are.
say. Make that 7 kills.
Yeah, 2 of those are buildings.
Alright, so Gastritis is gonna move down and take his 3rd at this time. And we are gonna see more Archons and more Archons warped in.
Our fellow observers are greatly enjoying this game.
Going up to 4 Archons at 7 minutes 35 seconds on 2 base. More tanks coming up. He's got Ghost with enhanced shockwaves coming up before his stim pack.
Oh my god.
This is nuts.
This is the Shockwave stim pack timing.
Is this a legacy build?
Honestly, at this point. I mean, Gas is light years ahead. He's on his 3rd base here. He's gonna EMP the daylights out of whatever Ray makes. Man, this is really looking dire for Ray. He's getting shield upgrades for his Archons. Supplies are relatively even though. Ray is way up in
Looks like we're going to the lake
emotional supply. Gas is way up on literal, actual economic supply. But Ray is taking his 3rd base, looking to claws way into this game. Does he have Storm? He does not have Storm. Ray is going to need some serious miracle work here to make something happen. Oh, this is not good. Gas has like 8 idle SCVs in his national base. He missed the mineral patching. This is going to severely cut into his economy. He is poking around though. He sees the army composition of his opponent. It looks like he is just trying to keep his production up, spend his money, doing what he can. Finally gets back to mining. We hit that phase of the game where we just say, you know what? We're gonna F2. We're gonna run across this map, and goddamn it, we're gonna kill this Protoss player.
He is currently up 40 supplies, so I do think he can definitely do it.
He's got every tool necessary in order to make this happen. All he has to do is execute.
I mean, he just got to get his EMPs on those Archons. I mean, no Storm. Only
no
he has
Storm.
+1/+1. But he's setting up. Oh, he can put an anti-armor missile on the army. EMP is coming down.
Army. Oh my
Anti-armor
god.
missile. Oh. The Archons are melting. We're melting.
Gas.
Oh, yeah.
Gas kind of chilled in his choke and took about the worst fight he could have, but I think it doesn't matter. I mean,
It doesn't matter. He's
got
currently
a
up.
second army on its way.
He's up 80 supply now.
There's every game that was over. I have to say this is the end. But then again, Char proved me wrong about 300 times.
True.
It looks like we're gonna clean this up. And, I mean, the reinforcements are here. We're getting EMP'd. All our units have half health. We need a stim to win time, baby.
I definitely think that he could take this. He's got 2-1 up against 1-1.
Yeah, his upgrade advantage is really good. He doesn't want to squander that.
Especially if he blankets with an anti-armor missile from the Raven.
But he's taking his 4th base. He landed on the wrong spot by accident. But I mean, this is absolutely brutal position for Ray to be in. Bio stims up.
Castride's gonna run in. He gets the Archon. He's gonna run in. He could just stim and win, baby.
His tank sieges up.
Mortals are gonna fall. The shield batteries are out of juice.
My Protoss heart cries out for Ray, but I think that this is just over.
I have to agree. Currently down 106 supply. A drop coming out.
And there is just nothing here for Ray. Gassed, holds his opponent.
30 supply, 34 supply.
The natural base goes down. All the probes in the third. 34 workers dead. Ray is a true hero. He's fighting down.
GG is called. Gastritis.
That is all she wrote.
Takes game 5?
5, 6. Who cares, man? Let's just keep going.
True.
That was 5.
All right, we are on to their ace player now.
If we beat this guy, is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. This is where they unveil their Masters 1 hero. We're running out of good maps. We're down to Zen and Purity and Industry.
Oh, what do you mean? Those are both good maps. I actually quite honestly love the map pool.
I like most of the maps. I'm not crazy about Purity. Zen I like though.
I'm not a huge fan of Zen just because of that second little ramp there you have to wall off.
Yeah, that is a little bit annoying against Zerg. But
yeah, definitely.
The map, if you get to the mid game, the map is fun to play on.
Yeah. Then Eternal Empire. I'm not a huge fan of how it's difficult it is to attack into the third.
Yeah, up the ramp is a little bit tricky.
But if you come from the top side, your push is going to take a little longer and your opponent will have more time to prepare.
Always got to come from the top side, you know what I'm saying? BO is here. Picking between Zen, Purity, and Industry. This is a Diamond 1 Zerg player. Now Zerg has naturally been... We call Zen and Purity are the map pool, and then Gast instantly says, please don't pick Purity. So they end up going on Zen, is the choice.
Has Beowulf not been watching the games with us?
I think he has been.
Oh, whatever, doesn't matter.
Who cares?
Okay. So, Zen.
Are you the last player that we have?
No, we have Kalo tonight.
Gotcha. For the love of God, let's hope it doesn't come down to that.
Alright.
Starting the stream, like 5 games in.
Well, the stream's been up.
No, they're starting the stream.
Oh, gosh.
Who was the guy from Legion in game 1? Oh, it was Shadow.
In Boston compared it to dismantling a bomb with your eyes closed, and the one in Chicago said it was patching a dam with gum. You're the 9th surgeon I've talked to, so what I want to know is if you're going to say anything different, or do I have to take my kids somewhere else?
Looks like we are ready to rumble here.
He doesn't know about his tour. He's 11, a young 11, and knowing that he's very
All right, here we go. Potentially could be the last match. Currently, JamIT Gaming on Legion on match point. There's going to be random versus Zerg. On
Is there a revive in this or no revive?
No, there's no revives.
There's no revive? Okay.
Goes all the way till the whole team is gone.
Gotcha.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on the bottom left-hand side, representing JamIT on Zen, we have Beowulf.
And in the upper right, spawning in as the blue Zerg, it is Legion's very own Gastritis. I've played quite a bit with Gastritis, and this is historically his worst matchup. He is really not a fan of ZBZ. He thinks it's stupid. And I quote, "Banelings are dumb, and lings are dumber." Looks like we have a 13-12 here from Beowulf. Oh no, Gas is going hatch first. He presumes honor in his opponent. He will only find his destruction.
Oh boy. Almost has enough gas for speed. The spawning pool's about to finish here.
Yeah,
Looks like we're gonna have a speedling all in.
Terrible situation for Gast.
And Beowulf was pulling off gas. Speed is started.
Oh my god. This looks like a unusual 15, 13, 14. I think he's supposed to have 2 more workers. Oh, he forgot his OV. He's gonna supply block. That's why he's making one now. So his lings haven't even started yet. Only now do they start, when the gas pool is almost complete. A little bit of a blunder there for Beowulf. Maybe Gas can pull this together. He's pulling back his first Overlord though. We will not see whether or not this is an all-in unless Beowulf goes down the ramp. He's dancing his Overlord, not the best use of his APM right now. Gas speed is just starting.
He does have good Overlord placement, so he will see if there are lings across the map. He does have 4 in production currently, but we do have 8 coming out here for Beowulf, so he will have time to catch up.
Gas is taking a 3rd base right now, but he needs a Baneling nest.
He definitely
and
does.
Now he sees lings are on the menu tonight.
He needs to cancel that 3rd.
They will not be tasty. He needs spines, queens, lings, anything he can. Cancels the 3rd base. Starts up about 100,000 lings.
Speedling's inbound. He needs to get his... Oh no, it's a disaster. There's too many lings coming in.
Oh no, this is not going his way.
This is GG. Yep, GG is called, and Beowulf takes us to match point.
That's a heartbreaker.
All right, so I'm just receiving word that Kalo can't play, so I guess I have to take over.
I know a Zerg player who can substitute.
Nah, I got this.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, so what's the last map? Eternal Empire?
No, Purity and Industry.
Purity and Industry? Okay.
How do you want to do the streaming thing?
The raid?
Oh, yeah. I have to switch it
playing
over. Iron, do you have it set up?
To do what? Raid?
To stream.
What happened?
I have to play.
Oh, yeah, I can probably do it. But you're gonna end the stream? Why don't you
Yeah, I
stream
gotta.
it then?
Yeah, I gotta end the stream.
Yo, my ears hurt. That
Alright,
was
I'm gonna
very
stop
loud.
right now.